Welcome back to Nonstop Nicole. Today I am sharing something that is very near and dear to my heart, which are 5 things I wish I knew before becoming a stepmom. So if you're interested in this video, then stay tuned. These are the lessons that have really helped me, and I hope that they help you too. So please stick around. Number 1, co-parenting isn't always easy. Sometimes you're working closely with the bio parents, which can become very challenging, especially if there's unresolved issues and unresolved tension, and especially legal disputes. It can become real messy. But trust me, this is an area where you have to have an enormous amount of patience. You have to remain calm and positive. I always like to say woosah because that literally gives me, I don't know, just rings a bell in my head to be like, all right, Nicole, you need to relax, you need to calm down because everything is going to be okay. You just have to take a step back and then get your emotions in order because it takes a lot of patience, trust me. You have to learn to navigate all of these different aspects about being a stepmom because it is a long journey, and you have to remember that your mental and emotional health, your emotional well-being is very, very important. So please make sure you take the time for yourself to make sure that you're not letting all of these things about being a stepmom weigh on your head because it can be a lot sometimes. I've had my fair share of experiences. I mean, we've had legal battles, with my partner and bio parents, which have become a bit exhausting. Legal battles, when new partners are involved with the other bio parents, that can get messy because now you're introducing another person on their end into the existing co-parenting situation, which it can really become difficult. But you remember, you have to stay true to yourself and what you believe in. And I feel like as long as you do that, as long as you don't try to engage in all of the irrelevant, messy behavior, then I feel like you will be okay. You just have to remember that engaging in unnecessary behavior can be unnecessary. You have to think about you and yourself first. Number 2, boundaries are essential. Now, I'm already a mom to my daughter, but now when you're involving other children, which are your stepchildren, boundaries come into play big time. Now, you need to make sure you sit down with your partner to make sure you guys outline all of these boundaries, because if something goes wrong, you want to know, okay, what did my partner and I talk about? If this situation arises, what do I have a say in? Or am I allowed to do this? Am I allowed to do that? You have to really be in sync with your partner when boundaries are concerned with the stepchildren, because if you're already a parent, you parent your child a certain way. And then when you're blending a family together, you are learning different parenting styles, different dynamics of the other children's personalities and how to handle the situation, because every situation can be different. But you want to make sure that you have these boundaries set in stone early on in the relationship, because you don't want down the line something to happen and you feel like you're crossing those boundaries and you shouldn't. So make sure you and your partner sit down, have a conversation of what the boundaries are when it comes to you parenting the stepchildren, so that you know that you're not crossing anything that is unwanted by your partner. And this will definitely help for future problems. You do not want any future problems. So yes, make sure you don't cross those boundaries. Number 3, your partner's support is vital in making sure that you and your stepchildren have a good relationship, and also blending your family and their family together. So you want to make sure you and your partner are on good terms, so that you know the support from him or her will then trickle down into you being a stepmom. But having your partner's full support on you being a stepmother to their children will make a huge difference. If they trust you, if they believe in you as a parent, as a woman, as a mother, then that is just gonna go all the way. It will make a really, really huge impact on your relationship with the stepchildren. And I hate saying stepchildren, but you know what I mean, your bonus kiddos. You wanna make sure that you know you have your partner's support 100%. You do not want any problems coming out of this, because guess what? At the end of the day, you guys both signed up for this and you both knew it was going to be challenging. So I feel like having each other's support in this dynamic is essential in creating a loving, blended family together. It also gives the kids a strong sense of respect for you when your partner supports you 100%. So make sure you have those heart-to-heart conversations with your partner to make sure this is what both of you guys want. Because at the end of the day, for me, involving another adult, another bonus parent in your child's life is a big step, and you want to make sure you want this. Don't step into something that you knew about prior and not thinking that you couldn't handle the load. Like, you're signing up for this, so make sure this is something that you are 100% locked in on. Number 4, prioritizing your self-care. Being a stepmom is demanding 1,000%. Not only are you a mother to your child, if you have one, you are now a mother to additional children. And also, being in a relationship where you're growing with the partner as well, it could be a little tricky. It's easy to lose yourself with all of these different dynamics, so make sure you go to the park, you go take a walk, you go shopping, cooking, whatever it is that you need to feel centered again. You want to make sure you do that, because the last thing you need is to feel overwhelmed and now you're taking it out on the kids. You do not want that. And you don't want them to feel like, oh, is my stepmom gonna be a little crazy today because, she hasn't had time to herself. You want to make sure you're creating a comfortable environment for them, and you're making sure that they are heard, you're engaging with them, because the last thing you want is to be in the house with everybody and you're secluded off to the room. Now granted, yes, you can do that, but you don't want to make it a habit like, okay, when Tony comes over or when Nicole comes over, she's in the room because she doesn't want to be with us. So kids can feel that, just as much as it's uncomfortable for you, it can be for them. So make sure you take the time out for yourself. You have your walk, you have your tea, your coffee, whatever it is to make you feel back connected with yourself. Number 5, it's a long journey, okay? It is a long journey, because in the beginning, you're trying to, establish relationships with the kiddos, and they're growing as you're entering their world. So it is a long journey. It might take some time for you and your bonus kiddos to have that relationship that you really want. And don't force it, okay? Do not force it. It will come naturally. Just have an open mind, have an open heart, and all of the things will fall into place. But you have to be patient. Things will change as they get older. It may not be the same dynamic, so you have to be willing to change as they change, to make sure that the way that they knew you or got to know you before, they can still develop and grow with you together. If you're in the same boat as me, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be coming back with more and more and more talks about being a stepmom, the daily life, the dynamic, how I handle my 9 to 5, my corporate life, all while being a stepmom and a mom. Please subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I'll be back with more. So have an awesome day and see you next time.